And we're back. You're listening to Orlando.OurCityRadio.com, the Urban Station. We are talking to the entire cast and crew of the new independent movie coming out in 2014, the crime thriller entitled Room 236. And right now, we're going to be talking to the cast of the movie, and it's Cher, Christian, Chris, Oli, Marlon, and once again, we're going to be talking to Wilfredo. How's everybody doing?
Great. Good.
Excellent. Now, my first question, and everyone takes turns. Who do you play in the movie? So let's start off with Cher.
I play a bad girl robber, and I don't want to give away a lot of my character because if I do, then it's going to give away the whole scene. So what you see in the trailer was just a little snippet of my badass attitude that I'm going to bring to this movie. And I'm super excited to actually have an action scene because I love doing action scenes. I love fighting people. I love beating people up. I love being the badass in a movie, so I'm glad I actually got chosen for this role, so I'm very excited about it.
Oh, you scared him away.
Did I scare you?
Who's next?
Scared him away. This is Christian, and I play the role of Anthony, a CIA agent. And yeah, all these characters are intense, but he's intense. As an actor, I really wanted to just find a deeper meaning for the character. Because a lot of times, you're given this role as a CIA agent, fantastic. You kind of know pretty much, what they do and what they're about. But really just trying to figure out where he's coming from as a person, because we all have, everything derives from something else. So that was the biggest part for me, was just seeing, where does the passion come into play, and, what is he truly passionate about that makes him act the way that he does. And once again, I can't give out too much, so it makes it difficult. But, he's just somebody that, like most people, just works really hard to get where he needs to be. And, he's very careful and very by the book with everything. And that's pretty much all I can give you.
Okay. I guess I'll call the next next host, guest, or Marlon. Let's go with Marlon. Marlon, who do you play in the movie?
Marlon. I play Mick. Mick, he's a bad guy. He works part of the mob, the lower ranking member of the mob, but he does what he want to do. He's really, even though he's in the mob, he's still self-efficient, self-contained, do whatever he want to do. He don't listen to rules. He really don't care. It's like kind of total opposite of my personality. So basically, yeah, he just do what he want to do. And Calvin is the other actor there that we bump heads all the time. But in real life, he's very cool. But in the movie, we always bumping heads. And he's the higher ranked mob figure in the movie. He's like the leader, and I'm kind of butting heads more than anyone else with that type of character. So yes.
All right. Chris, who do you play in the movie?
Hey, I play as Hector, the witness. I feel a drug dealer in the witness. Nothing that I'm like that I don't realize, but I'm a little paranoid in the movie when the cops start investigating the scene at the hotel, and I became the witness there. Now, I was also involved in a little chase scene, as you see in the trailer, with BMW and the Mercedes. Yeah, I was me in the BMW. Came out pretty great. That's it. That's how much I can really play from here.
Yeah, in the trailer, I saw your scenes from the trailer, and I thought to myself, man, this guy needs to calm down. What is his problem? Like everything is all paranoid.
I deal with drugs, man. So I get paranoid and I take off. Now, eventually I get caught, but I can't say any more after that.
I see. And Ollie, who do you play in the movie?
Well, I play a crazy part in the movie. I'm an undercover agent, and I'm working for intelligence. But then at the same time, you know, when I'm not undercover, I'm behind another camera. So it's like I'm fighting with Will. Will, I'm going over there. Wait, hold up. No, you got to wait. Hold up. So we're going back and forth. Like, you know, I go and act for a little bit. When it's not my turn, then I go back to, you know, one of the cameras to take the next shot or whatever. But it's really fun, man. It's been really fun. It's been a full year, a lot of fun, and we hope to be done next 2 months. And when we get done, man, people are gonna be crazy about this movie, man. Huh? Yeah. I don't know, 'cause my hair grew. Now people don't know me. Like I been to places, my hair's all long. I'm the guy that's being interrogated at the beginning that I'm talking, right? And yeah, the president. And this girl said, "You that guy?" I said, "Yeah, my hair was a little short." And I was back at the hotel. But yeah, man, it's been fun, and that's my character. I mean, I can't really give you much because I mean, you gotta watch the movie. I mean, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. You know, but yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I want to ask each of you guys a question. How did this project come to you? And anybody can start answering that question.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
How did the project Room 236 come to you?
Come to me? Well, actually, I met Francisco, Frank's son, years back. I was cutting hair at the barbershop. And I met him back then, and then when I saw him that he was promoting this film, and I hit him up. I said, "Man, let me meet up." And then Frank and Francisco and Frank Sr., we met up at Barcelona, sat there for a long time. And we talked, and then, you know, we took off from there, man. We went straight to that hotel and just went crazy out there. I mean, when I first started, like I said, I wasn't really acting. You know, I went there to hold, and I was doing sound. Or if not, I was in in another camera, you know, putting a light here, doing this, doing that, just doing a little bit of everything, because we didn't have a lot of characters. We didn't have a lot of characters back then, and it was crazy. I mean, you act, and then you got to get off and hold the boom pole and do the stuff with it. No, seriously, that's how it was. And then Francisco starts acting, and then I'm in the camera, and you know what I'm saying? It's cut, and then I switch. Now I'm doing sound. Hey, seriously, you got to see it. Once this come out, we're going to probably we put like a bundle of that crazy stuff that we went through in the hotel. I'm talking about one time we got locked out of a room with all our equipment inside.
Yeah.
We had to go and unscrew the door and take the door off. No, seriously, at 5 in the morning. All the equipment. So I'm just going, okay, I'm not going anywhere. We have like 10 grand worth of stuff in there. And it's locked in there. So, you know, it's just, you know, that's how it all started for me, you know? Anybody else want to?
Okay. Well, I guess. This is Marlon playing Mick once again. This came to me by Will. I've known Will for like 5 years, and I actually got this part by accident. I've been jumping in and out of acting for like the longest time, and Will called me up one day. The part that was actually for his brother, so to speak, but I know his brother's like a party animal. So I knew his brother was not going to be there on time, so to speak. So I knew if I show up early, I knew I was going to get the part. Sure enough, I was the first one there. And I was actually, and Will, when he seen my truck, he's like, "Oh, you here?" I said, "Yes, I'm here." So then I'm going to introduce you to Frank, and we take it from there. And then it's been like magic ever since, so to speak. Right.
This is Chris again. Actually, I've been around since around the beginning. I knew Francisco, and he told me about the movie. I came along and tried to help out with the story, and I saw there was a lot of potential in this filmmaking. And I've stuck around ever since. And I've also been around, messed around with the equipment as well as not only just acting, but I've held a boom pole a couple of times. I've experienced how it's like behind the scenes. So I've been through there since day one till now, and still here.
This is Christian again, the role of Anthony, CIA agent. And this actually came across to me on a website that many actors usually go through, and I saw the call that Will had posted, and he was looking for actors. And back in July, towards the end of July, I came into the office to meet them and had a mini audition, and I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. At the time, I've been working in the entertainment industry for several years now, and I had just recently, about 6 months ago, dove full throttle. I left what people would call a real job or a corporate job and said, you know what, forget this. I'm going to go full throttle into what I'm passionate about, and that's everything to do with entertainment. It's been quite a roller coaster ride for me because things are just moving a lot faster than what I anticipated, so that's another story. And, I stepped foot in here, and something that really caught me was how Frank Films is, with Room 236, just Frank Films as a whole, they're like a family. And I'm all about working for people that, they respect you, and you hear a lot of times all this bash that goes on about the entertainment industry and how dirty it can be. And I've been fortunate up till to this day to work with great people, and it's definitely like a tight family, and that was one of the big things for me. And then besides that, it wasn't your normal casting. It was very, very different. They really cared about you as a person and who you were. It wasn't so much about you as an actor or what you did, what else you could do in the entertainment industry, but who you are as a person. And then from there, we went into this little improv thing just to kind of get a feel of your skill level and where you're at. And I don't think that anybody's mentioned it yet. That is something that's very impressive about this film that a lot of people don't know, and that's really what pulled me into it. I'm all about challenging myself every day, and Room 236, it has every scene. Someone has its guidelines of where they want to go with it and everything, but it's all improvisational acting, and that alone, when you guys see the film, speaks so much more than what you're seeing. I mean, that has so much more impact, and it's really important that everybody understands all these people are just improvising in front of the cameras. I mean, they might discuss a thing or two and where they want to go, like I said, and have a guideline, but it's really in the moment, just go with it. And that's what makes it really special. I mean, so it's just all that gut feeling in the moment type of a thing. And then Will wants to add something to that as well.
Yeah, I would just like to take a moment to elaborate on Christian's statement. Yes, most definitely. When we started this project and I came on board, one of the things that Frankie is very big on, the director, Mr. Frank Figueroa, is that he had mentioned to me that he basically wanted people to be themselves, the actors to be themselves. One of the biggest challenges is when you create, a lot of the actors will turn around and call me and say, hey, Will, what other character roles do you have and so forth. And when I do the casting, basically, I just share with them, be yourself. We'll role play with whatever the situation is. If you want to be a cop and if we can make it happen, we make that happen. If you want to be a bad guy and we can make that happen because you got what it takes, we want you to just be yourself. So we're doing things very, I guess, I have no experience in this field either. Now I'm getting on board and actually, picking up, what I'm saying, with the film industry. But
right.
Our greatest deal is to have the actors be themselves, and basically this way they're comfortable. They don't have to struggle with trying to slip into a character that doesn't pertain to them. That becomes very challenging, and they they're going to wind up being stuck. Especially when you're shooting the scene. So Frank is very big in allowing people to be expressive. And improvise, and bring whatever they want to bring to the table, as long as it meets the requirements of his vision, actually targeting the goal to where the movie needs to go. And as long as it's going in that direction, it's not written in stone that it has to be perfected to every single word. If you say something a little off, well, we don't want that. No, as a matter of fact, there's a lot of times when a lot of the actors are improvising, we say like, wow, that's amazing. As a matter of fact, that's a keeper because it sounds so good because it's coming from the heart. So it's been, a very great experience. I'd also like to, take a moment to share that we're still in the middle of, now for the beginning of January, I'm going to be placing an ad on OrlandoGreenroom.com and 360casting.com. So we're going to be casting again. So all those actors, aspiring actors, we look for the dedication. We're looking for passion, more so than anyone who may have experience, but their heart wouldn't be into the project. We do understand that this is a no-pay project. We understand that. And for that reason, we're looking for those people that it's not about the money. It's about that they're looking to pursue their career. They're looking for the opportunity to be featured. And that's what we have, and that's what we can provide. We can give that opportunity to aspiring actors that they can have the opportunity to be featured, not like a major production. We're the little guys on the block. But the difference between us and them is that a lot of times that you have a lot of actors that go to these major productions, and from what I hear, a lot of horror stories where either they waste their time and their day all day, and then they don't even use them, or if they use them as an extra, you can't even see them. And and one of the things that I follow with the director, because I'm big on that as well, is that Frank believes in featuring every actor and giving everyone their opportunity and moment to shine. And that's what we're big on, and that's why we structure things way different, more like a family. We have people that are committed, that are loyal. I don't have to break anyone's arm to come on set and film. Everybody knows that it takes a lot of hours, a lot of time and effort. It's not easy, but we're very happy and we're excited, and so if there's anybody out there who's interested in acting or looking for that break, for that opportunity, I welcome everyone to turn around. And basically, I'm a hands-on person more. I don't basically deal with emails. I'm a face-to-face person. You can call me, and that's the best way to reach me and to schedule an appointment with me. And we'll do it is I'll create a file, and they bring a headshot, show me that they're really interested by doing that. And we still got other, a lot of acting roles. There's still room for a lot of other actors. We're in the middle of doing some sort of rescue scene, and we still got a lot of action going on. So we are more than willing, and then we invite everyone and encourage everyone to look us up on OrlandoGreenroom.com and 360casting.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Did I miss any? Oh,
yeah.
Did I miss any of the actors?
Let me share. All right. How I got into this project actually was through Green Room Orlando. I saw the casting that was posted on there, and I sent my goods over to Will, my headshot, my resume, and he gave me a call. He said, let's meet, and I met him for a meeting. I think it was back in somewhere July or August, and I sat down with him, and he asked me. He just came out straight and asked me. He's like, I'm going to put your resume aside and ask you how do you see yourself in movies? What parts do you see? And I'm going to be honest, the exact words I told him, I said, I want to come in and I want to kick ass. That's what I want to do. I don't like, being that type of person that's like running away and be like, oh my God, help me. I want to be that person that's chasing that person and they're fearful for their life. Like you know me, right? I can be sweet. That's cool and all, but I'm very hardcore too. So that's what I want to come in. I just want to like break loose, and do the best that I can do. And to be honest with you, when Will was telling me about this movie and then I saw the potential of it, and it really started with me when I got on set with all these amazing and talented actors, and I saw how natural everybody is at this, and they bring their 250% to this. It's not everyone is so professional on this set, and it makes me so proud to actually be part of this production, this company. And I do work a full-time job, so this acting is. I do have 2 jobs with acting and modeling and, doing my full-time job. So I'd be honest with you, I'd rather be on set for 12, 17, 19 hours than to be stuck in front of a computer for 9 hours putting in reports. So I love being a part of this film. Excuse me. And I'm so blessed to have, been chosen to actually, be able to show my talents and be in, a feature film. It's exciting to see yourself in the trailer and seeing everybody, everything that's coming to life and seeing everybody's dreams actually come to life all at once. We're all sharing this experience, and it's great to, you know, we are like, you know, like Christian mentioned, it is like one big family. It's nice that everyone supports each other, we respect each other, and we do help each other out when we need to, and it's absolutely amazing.
That's phenomenal. Did I miss any of the other actors?
We got everybody. Yep.
I got everybody. Okay. Now I want to ask each of you guys a question. What do you look for in a director when it comes to acting, especially on the set? What do you look for in a director?
This is Christian. Once again, playing the role of Anthony, CIA agent. Something that's very important to me in the role with the director is to make sure that they're understanding of the actor. A lot of times in films, you get directors that are not sympathetic with the actor. You know, they're so just do this, do that. I don't understand what's taking so long. You know. So somebody that's sympathetic is important to work with. Somebody that's not just going by the book or by the rules. Somebody that's not so just serious-faced. You know, laugh with me. You know, let's have a good time, because I mean, really, you know, the reason I got into acting is just because it's such a fun experience, and I think a lot of times we get lost in the work portion and we forget how fun it can be as well, and you know, the magic that you're creating. So for me personally, I look for that and open communication. You know, it's very important that you have communication with the director. You know, you can't expect me to go in there and give you 100% on a character if you're not expressing to me what you're looking for. You know, give me some direction. You know, yes, I can go in there and I can create one for you, but if that's not what you're going for, then you know, it's not going to work out. We could be there all day. So definitely, you know, somebody that's I usually have 7 pillars that I go by with any relationship, and this is, you know, friendships or anything in my life. I use this even with work. So I would say, you know, those things would be communication, that there's friendship, that there's respect, that there's trust, that there's honesty. You know, all these things are important, and that's, like I said, Room 236 is just, you know, Frank Films is a family, and that pretty much embodies all of those things that I believe in. So it's a perfect fit.
This is Marlon playing Mick, the mobster. First, the directors, I want to say Frank and Armin is probably the 2 best directors I've ever been working with. They're very compassionate. They know exactly where they want to go, and most importantly, they're very professional. They know exactly what the scene they want to carry out in the scene. They're very communicative and with the actor, what you want the actor to do, especially being this being an improv movie, which makes it more harder than not having a script or part of a script. You need a director which has great talent to be very descriptive of what they want. I've been many times where I've been to scenes where the director, he's very high and almighty, so to speak. They have your direction. You do it this way. Don't ask questions, and that's it. And as being an actor, your hands are tied. You have to go the direction of the director. So if you have a director who's not being very communicative, who's being very authoritative, and with no compassion with that, it makes them, it's kind of hard on the actor also. So, but for working with Frank and Armin, they let you play the role, be you, and I think that makes the actor more comfortable, more relaxed, and actually can do a better job of actually carrying out the role of the character.
If I could just add to that real quick, this is Christian. Like Will was saying before, it's really important that they don't put a roadblock to the actor. You know, everything that everybody's doing, both behind the camera and in front of the camera, is art. And with art, you cannot, there should be no barriers. There should be no roadblocks. I mean, you have to be open to whatever comes, and letting somebody really just, you know, open up and flow and just let their craft show and shine in that moment, and just see where it takes you. I mean, because you never know, and so it's just important not to have roadblocks. Yeah.
Well, Fredo, there's some sponsors that were responsible for helping put together this movie. Tell us about those sponsors.
This is Will again. If I may, I just like to Frank Films. We would like to turn around and extend a deep, sincere appreciation to all our sponsors. A lot of the people that are not in the limelight, but without them, we wouldn't be able to cross this bridge. Lucy Blues, downtown by Amtrak. We shot a scene there where it was a sad scene. Mm-hmm. So it's something that you got to watch the movie. Harry's and Dolly's in Castleberry, Florida. A gentleman by the manager by name Biff, that's really helped us out a lot. The Lake of the Woods Resort Motel here in Castleberry by 1792. We have Pasarela Modeling Agency, who's has really assisted us and provided us with so much assistance. John Harmon, Mick James Production. They're part of the team of Special Forces. They're also in the movie. It's going to be real interesting and exciting to see them in action. Also, the SWAT team, SWATTrainingOrlando.com. And at the same time, I also like to extend a real sincerely thank you to Randy Snuggs, who has 44 acres in Apopka. If it's not for him, we've shot a lot of scenes on his property. His property has a diversity of different locations, which is amazing to be able to shoot so many scenes on his property. And last but not least, we like to have a special thanks to Orlando Talent Magazine, to Mr. Jim Freeman for being a part of building bridges, of assisting us with getting actors for this project. All those interested, just log on to OrlandoTalentMagazine.com, and you can be part of this team as well. It's a modeling agency and magazine, and if you want to be featured, just get on that site, and you're more than welcome.
I want to say this morning, saying Mick once again. I was in the Halloween first custom-wise. First Customs. I got to give a shout out to the guys at Halloween Customs over there on International Drive for helping us out. Thank you.
Excellent. And thank you for pitching those sponsors, and we'll definitely, hopefully we get their contact information so that way we can actually promote their business. And that's the thing about Orlando.OurCityRadio.com. In other words, Our City Radio, we promote not only independent and talking to us about the movie, and we're gonna get back to the music, and we're gonna have one more segment with you guys. You're listening to Orlando.OurCityRadio.com, the Urban Station.